Hi, thanks for stopping by. Today is February 23rd, Monday, 2026. I have a few slides going over some concepts here. First concept is we think Add to Calendar sucks. These buttons don't work half the time. Typically, someone spends a lot of money advocating for their event. This one here was Beehive. Love the company. This absolutely is terrible. There's 5 buttons here. A lot of ways in which an end user would get into trouble. One of them is you click the wrong button and it does not work. It downloads a Add to Calendar for a particular flavor of a calendar, whether it be Yahoo, Outlook, Google, or Microsoft Office. So you see 4 variations there, and then there's a last ditch effort, we call it, to just download the ICS file. So this here doesn't really work that well. There's no data sent back to Beehive, the organizer. There's no way really knowing that this really helps at all. So what we're advocating is, instead of just one event landing page, we're advocating that all your events should be on a single landing page. It should be shareable, just like this is here. This is shareable. And your event information is on it. And in particular, someone comes by like Mandy, she puts her email address here at the top. She clicks one button. She gets a calendar invite, which is tracked by the organizer. That's what we're advocating for. So here's the operational workflow. You share this multi-event embedded calendar invite page. Essentially, it's just a landing page with the events in it. The buttons themselves are preloaded with the calendar invitations. Someone like this person here stops by, clicks a button, they get a calendar invite. The organizer tracks that granular data for each of the events on the page, and then can be sent a granular detailed report of who put their email address in and what their status is. So how does this really work? In a better screenshot here, someone like Zach stops by. He goes to a multi-event monthly schedule. This schedule here is loaded with NBA data. He clicks the buttons for these particular games. He gets the calendar invitations onto his calendar, and then those individual events are tracked on the back if he says yes, no, or maybe. So how does the organizer get the data in? Well, we have an automation process. I won't get too far into it, but essentially the organizer goes in, uploads the game data, in this case here for the demo, for NBA schedule. In this case here, that was done through an automation process I won't get into. The important point is, in our automation feat here is the organizer just uses a create command. This could be any syntax, but in particular, this detail for the demo is create@calendarsnack.com. When somebody sends this data to this endpoint, essentially we ingest the data, we prepare it, and then we can auto-inject it into these landing pages. The end user and organizer see the same data presented either in a monthly or weekly schedule. You show this to your customer, they put their email address in, they click the buttons, and they get the calendar invites. In the end, what the organizer gets is granular detailed data on a particular event status on a per event for the organizer. So example here, this Milwaukee Bucks versus Toronto Raptors. This is game data coming off the page for this particular event. You can see the organizer snapshot in this particular period of time. This organizer has seen 233 calendar invites sent off from these multiple event landing pages. And then at a detail level, this is the overall data set that he is seeing in particular for a particular event, and an event breakdown that 34 accepted the calendar invitation, 4 decline, and 25% are tentative. The point is, in data collection, is we're gathering the calendar receipts actually from these individual events that get sent off these landing pages. And the important thing here, as I scroll back up to kind of put you into that mind, is that every time these multi-event landing pages are used and deployed, we're actually asking for every UID to be collected, meaning that the specific event goes out, it lands in a customer's box because they use a click button here, they get the calendar invite, and then we're specifically requesting that granulated data from the calendar invitation be sent back to an API gateway, then that data is consolidated in AWS and then visualized in this reporting page here. Now that's the end of the demo. Thanks for stopping by and checking us out here on a Monday.